Hey folks, what's up? This is Adam here. I can't see the guy. Welcome to the Movie Vault. Right, continuing with the Halloween franchise, and I'm going to enjoy doing this review because it's one of my favourite ones in the whole franchise. It's definitely one of the good ones, and I've got it right here on Blu-ray. Halloween 4: The Return of Michael Myers. I had a special deal on this movie. I managed to get Halloween 4 and sadly Halloween 5 both together on the same deal. But I'm not a big fan of the Revenge of Michael Myers, mainly because it really disappointed me when they pushed it out at the ending of Halloween 4, and the fact that it was rushed, into sequence, and it was like a rush, worthless movie with so many problems. But anyway, that's that movie. I'm here to talk about the fourth movie, which came in the year of 1988. This one right here, and it's 10 years after the original, where the original was made in '78. This one was made in 1988, and yes, it's the return of this guy right here, Michael Myers, which I'm really happy about. Of course, that wasn't the case in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and I've already made a review on that movie. Please check that out. A lot of people were really pissed off with Halloween 3 because Michael Myers wasn't in it, and I made a review stating why I disliked Halloween 3. And no, it wasn't because it didn't have Michael Myers in it. It just wasn't my kind of a movie. I remember I made on my account back in the day, I made a big rant on that movie, hating it and saying it doesn't feature Michael Myers, it sucks, and all the death threats I got and all the emails of abuse and cyberbullying. I'm bulletproof when it comes to cyberbullying, and all that kind of shit, but the hate mail I got was unreal, all because I'd made a hatred video on Halloween 3, So many fucking weirdos online. But anyway, Halloween 4, it's definitely one of the good ones. And Michael Myers comes back. We don't really buy it because at the end of Halloween 2, he's basically ashes after being burnt in the hospital. Well, that wasn't the case. Michael Myers has been transported, and during the transportation, he wakes up, and we get a nice little effect with a thump to the forehead, and basically Michael Myers is heading back to Haddonfield, and it's taking a little twist right now because he's going after his niece, who's played by Danielle Harris, a little girl called Jamie, who's getting picked on at school, and she's having nightmares towards Halloween, the Halloween creature or whatever. So she senses that something's wrong and something bad's going to happen to her. And you really feel for a character. I thought Danielle Harris did a great job of playing Jamie. Sweet girl. Very likeable character. And like I say, you feel for a character because she's being picked on at school and how she's different from all the other children. And plus she's getting all these nightmares about Michael Myers, that someone's trying to stalk her and kill her, basically. And that's one thing I want to say that I really like about this movie. The characters were really likeable. Donald Pleasence comes back as Dr. Sam Loomis. He was a really likeable character. And what I liked about his character was the fact he was given a lot more to do in this movie. I know he had a good role in Halloween 1 and 2, but in Halloween 4, he seems to have a lot more to do. We're trying to stop Michael Myers. There's even a scene, where he goes to a gas station where Michael Myers is, and that ends up getting blown up. So Dr. Sam Loomis does have a lot more to do in this movie. I like Rachel, played by Ellen Cornell. A very strong character, a very smart character. There's even a scene in this movie where she sees somebody and she thinks it's Michael Myers, and she does a smart thing. She just runs the other way, like any other smart person would. So there was no dislikable characters in this movie. That wasn't the case in Halloween 5, where you end up hating every single character. Ellen Cornell getting killed off early, and Donald Pleasence seemed really mean towards Jamie. What the fuck was all that about? But Halloween 4 is a fun movie. Definitely one of the good ones in the franchise. Sadly, we don't get any better from there. And yes, I do like H2O. A lot of people didn't like H2O, but I personally liked H2O. And in my opinion, that's the only good Halloween film after this movie. Halloween 5 I didn't like, Halloween 6 I didn't like, I like H2O, Resurrection was a piece of shit. And then we get into like the Rob Zombies Halloweens, which I did not like either, and sadly we don't get any better from there. And like I said, on this Blu-ray edition, I there's some good special features as well, with some audio commentary, with some actors, Ali Cornell and Daniel Harris. You know, some audio commentary with the director, Dwight H. Little, and the author, Justin Behan. There's a discussion panel, and of course it involves the trailer also. Have some interesting features. If you've got the Blu-ray version, please check out the special features, because especially the audio commentary with Ali Cornell and Daniel Harris, you know, they actually gave a lot more info into the movie, you know, explaining more about how this came to that, and like how they made certain things in the film, and it's really good. And the kills, like I say, are very interesting, very gory. Like I say, we get the thump to the forehead. There's a scene where a shotgun goes through somebody's body and gets pressed up against the wall. You know, I love the rooftop scene, you know, where Michael Myers is chasing Daniel Harris' character and Rachel. You know, so I found this movie fun. You know, I know a lot of people did not like Halloween 4, but I personally thought it was a very fun flick. Definitely one of the good ones, and I've got to say it's in one of my top favourite Halloween movies. I mean, I like the first one the most, because it was the one that made Michael Myers much more scarier than the others. In this one, he seems to like have like sort of a similarity to Jason Voorhees, you know, with the killings, you know, the thumb to the forehead, the shotgun going through, and especially the you know, the pickup truck scene, you know, where he rips that guy's throat out. You know, I think to myself, you know, good effects in this movie, some really good effects. And the ending, I'd have to say, is absolutely fantastic. I mean, when they thought they finally killed Michael Myers, you know, Daniel Harris's character, you know, kills the mother in the bathtub. At least that's what we thought. And she's there holding the bloody scissors, and Dr. Samuels is going, no, because the whole nightmare's happening all over again. He goes to shoot her, but he ends up getting stopped, indicating that she's going to be the next killer. Of course, when we see this movie, obviously it wasn't the case. The movie wasn't murdered, and the Revenge of Michael Myers, this time they're ready. You know, ready for what exactly? You know, so the ending was really pretty fucking cool. It made me want to see more. You know, it made me want to see more. And it does make you want to see the fifth movie. But in Halloween 5, we get a different director. I mean, from what I heard, the makers of the Halloween 4 was told to come back to make Halloween 5. But they were like, nah, you get on with it. Like, and I bet after watching Halloween 5, I bet they were like, well, they wish I did it now, you know. Because Halloween 4, great. Halloween 5, I didn't like. You know, I'm sorry, but I've got, like I say, both of these because I got a deal on ordering both of them on Blu-ray at the same time. But I like this Blu-ray edition, and again, simple film. Just it was like a told simple story, and it's on for like 85 minutes. So 85 minutes of gore, you know, fun moments. You know, Donald Pleasance did a great job as Dr. Sam Loomis in this film. There's a bit of a scene, you know, where he's burned after the effects from the, you know, the situation from Halloween 2, you know, when the hospital got caught on fire and it blew up, you know. So the film has everything. It has its fun moments, it has its gore moments, it has the likeable characters, the music in it's great, and I like the atmosphere of the Halloween, you know. You can tell it's Halloween, you know, with the blue lighting and all the decorations, even the intro, you know, we got with the scarecrows and the pumpkins and all that kind of thing. So it does feel like a Halloween movie. I mean, that's not necessarily the case in the later movies, like Halloween 5 and all those other Halloween movies. But it didn't feel like Halloween movies. And you're thinking, where's the Halloween atmosphere? You know, where's the decorations? You know, where's the pumpkins? You know. But I'm really impressed with this edition of the Blu-ray. I mean, I had it on DVD before I got this film, and I kind of miss the front cover of that DVD. You know, I mean, it's just like this one, but like a downgrade. It does show Michael Myers' face on it, but it's got like more of a cooler, colourful background. You know, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. You know, and it was like in fancy artwork, and I do miss that cover. I will have to admit, I do miss that cover. But the only difference is this Blu-ray edition has more bonus features, and the bonus features are worth checking out. Please check out the audio commentary with Ali Cornell and Daniel Harris. You won't be disappointed. It's really interesting when they talk about how they made this movie. They talk about it scene by scene. Really interesting stuff. Like I say, I've already mentioned this film's only on for 85 minutes, so it's not a long movie. It's a short film, and like I say, it's very simple. And it was really nice to see Michael Myers come back, you know, even though he was practically ashes at the end of Halloween 2. So they bullshitted that little ending, you know, where Michael Myers is now practically ashes and he's being transported and he wakes up and, you know, kills that guy, you know, and all that kind of thing, you know. We finally think that Michael Myers comes to his demise, you know, where he gets constantly shot and falls into that mine and they blow the mine up. And, you know, so for a Halloween movie, I'm really satisfied. I've got really no complaints about Halloween 4. I mean, usually when I review movies, I've got 1 or 2 complaints. I mean, I suppose the only complaint I have to come up with is like, you know, how can you make Michael Myers' body get back together after he's just been burnt into ashes at the end of Halloween 2, you know? How did his body reform? But that's not the case. And also, not only that, what about Jamie Lee Curtis, who's not in this movie? They try and make out that she's died in a car accident, well, of course, in H2O, that wasn't the case. And I know that Jamie Lee Curtis went on to, well, supposedly get kills off in Halloween Resurrection. And then she comes back to that trilogy, you know, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends, and that other Halloween movie. But, you know, she says those are her final appearances as Laurie Strode and all those other kind of things. So. But again, it was nice, refreshing that she's going after Jamie, who was now the niece, you know, and you know, I like Dr. Sam Loomis in this movie. Again, I was really happy that he had a lot more to do in this film. Michael Myers is a badass in this movie, you know, a real badass. I mean, I love that throat ripping scene. You know, that was like a really good practical effect. Sound of the thumb to the forehead. It was a really enjoyable Halloween movie, everybody, and it's one of the ones that I do recommend. You know, it's one of the good ones. I mean, the best ones, like I say, is 1, 2, 4 and H2O. All the other films are just either mediocre or they're just not worth watching. But thanks for watching this movie review, everybody. Like I say, I'll be doing Halloween 5 next, where sadly the Halloween films don't get any better from here, you know, which is a shame. But again, please check out the bonus features for this, like I've already mentioned. I mean, they're well worth checking out if you do have this Blu-ray edition. Okay, so thanks for watching this, everybody. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think about this movie, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Let's get a conversation going on it, because it's one of the films I do enjoy talking about. Again, it's one of them fun flicks. Thanks for watching this, everybody. Peace out.